Welcome to Highfield Think Tank TV, Kasoma Farouk of Uganda. Today, we are going to navigate into Item 2 in the History and Political Education UNEB New Curriculum 2024. So, we are saying your grandfather participated in World War II. He fought in the battles of Keren and Sudan. When he was deployed to Burma, the war ended. It tells the stories of African soldiers dying in the battlefield and going through a period of suffering for a war they knew nothing about. He has lived all along regretting the time they lost in the service of the colonial army. All they came back with were army uniforms, cold weather coat and cap each. Tusky, explain to your grandfather that their participation in World War II was not a total loss. So, let me give you the possible approach for this scenario. Tusky requirements. Acknowledge his sacrifice. Start by recognizing and showing empathy for the hardships and sacrifices he and other soldiers faced during the war. Number 2. Highlight personal development and skills gained. Explain how his participation may have helped him develop discipline, resilience, and skills that were valuable even after returning home. Then number 3, discuss broader historical significance. Explain how African soldiers' involvement helped pave way for independence movements as it exposed them to new perspectives and highlighting the contradictions in colonial rule. Number 4, reflect on legacy and heroism. Show how his experience contribute to the family's legacy and inspire future generations, portraying his role as part of a broader historical narrative. Number 5, appreciate his unique perspective and stories. Emphasize that his stories and memories offer valuable insights into history, allowing the family to preserve and learn from his experiences. Now, we are going to navigate into the real answers. So, I'm saying today, introduction. My grandfather often speaks with regret about his time as a soldier during World War II. He fought in the battles of Keren and Sudan, and later, as he was deployed to Burma. The war finally came to an end, despite his bravery and sacrifices. He describes the experience as a period of hardship and suffering for a cause he didn't fully understand. However, I believe that his role in the war has had a lasting impact beyond the challenges he endured, both for our family and Uganda as a nation. Through his stories, I see the value of his experience in ways he may not fully realize. Bode. One of the most profound ways my grandfather's service has had a positive impact is through the values of resilience, discipline, and courage that he developed during the war. Despite the difficulties he faced, including witnessing the loss of friends and enduring harsh conditions, he persevered and fulfilled his duty. His service taught him invaluable life skills, which he has passed down to our family. His discipline, for example, has shaped our family's approach to work and responsibility, and his courage inspires us to face our own challenges with determination. Beyond the personal lessons, my grandfather's involvement in World War II also contributed to the momentum for Uganda's independence. The war exposed the African soldiers to new perspectives and realities of the colonial system. Many African soldiers returned home with a sense of purpose, realizing the importance of self-governance and equality. My grandfather's experience, along with that of other African veterans, played a role in advocating for change. These soldiers were among the first to question colonial authority openly, laying the groundwork for movements that ultimately led to Uganda's independence. His role, though challenging, thus contributed to a larger movement towards self-determination, making his service a meaningful part of our national history. His service holds a great education value for our family and community. By listening to his stories, we gain insight into the experiences of African soldiers and their role in global history. His accounts of the war help us appreciate the sacrifices that generations before us made, making us more aware of our family's role in Uganda's journey. Through his experiences, we learn about courage, sacrifice, and the complexities of war, which are lessons that resonate across generations and remind us of our responsibilities as Ugandans. In the conclusion, although my grandfather may see his service in World War II as a time of hardship and loss, I believe his experience holds significant value. His role taught him resilience and discipline, contributed to Uganda's independence movement, and provided our family with invaluable lessons about sacrifice and history. His legacy, therefore, is not just his service, but the strength, wisdom, and pride he has passed down to us, enriching our family's heritage. You can still subscribe on our YouTube channel for all important messages about the new curriculum.